think I'd look at Ricky and go, hey, if you want to pinch hit for me,
we're good.
good.
Yeah, that's the if you're a left-handed hitter and you're walking up to home plate to begin with, you're half expecting to hear the, hey Nate, come on back.
John Kruk, didn't Randy Johnson throwing over his head in the All-Star game? Oh, again?
Yeah, that's scary stuff. Scary for Chapman too. He knows how lethal he can be out there, and screaming at him from the Cubs dugout. And he's looking over as if to say, hey guys, this isn't intentional, but still it's scary stuff.
And he got him 103 miles an hour.
He's staring down the Cubs dugout.
Yes, he is. They're letting him have it. Hashtag vote Rizzo.
Yeah, well, you know, Chapman's right in that he's, you know, he wasn't throwing at Schierholtz, but he has to understand the impact that has on the other dugout. So why look in there? Just go ahead and keep pitching.
Ball 4 to extend the inning. Going back to last night, he had struck out. Easy ground ball for Santiago. Chapman again, not only staring at the dugout, he just waved at the Cubs dugout kind of dismissively with his glove. The benches have cleared here in Cincinnati. Looked like Rizzo got into it with somebody verbally, and then the Reds came out of the dugout. The bullpens have emptied. Johnny Cueto.
Alfredo Simon really worked up, and the Reds are trying to work him back into the dugout. Obviously, Rizzo very upset in that last inning with the pitches from Chapman to Nate Schierholtz.
Well, as we were going to break, Chapman looked once again into the Cubs dugout and dismissively waved his glove hand as if to say, I've had enough. It's interesting, too, and to my knowledge, no warnings have been issued today, and I'm a little curious as to why they didn't warn both benches. Wouldn't have avoided this necessarily, but the tensions are as high as it could get.
Well, yeah, and again, you know, Chapman wasn't throwing at anybody. Cubs understandably upset, however, that those pitches went over the head of Nate Schierholtz, so they were barking from the dugout. If Chapman just leaves it alone, everything's okay. But he's got a frustrated team in the other dugout, and he's kind of dismissive with his reaction.
It didn't sound like Rizzo was upset with Simon.
He did not instigate that. Anthony, if somebody said something to Rizzo from the Reds dugout that he responded to. And ultimately, no punches thrown. No ejections yet, but they're trying to sort it all out there with the umpiring crew. Now warnings are being issued to each dugout. And Mark Wegner's going to let Neil Ramirez know. I mean, clearly, you know, again, it's not a situation. You're in a tie ball game in the 9th inning. You're not going to be throwing at people.
Greg Gibson, the home plate umpire, motioning to both players. And the Dodgers celebrating in their dugout.
That's into the right field corner. Robinson, nice catch for out number 1.
Well, I am a wizard from the future. Boom. I'm a real doctor.
If you had your walk-up music created, who would compose it and or sing it, and what kind of music would it be?
You know what? That's a good question.